Welcome back to Creations by Susan K. We have a pretty little vase container we're going to use here today, and we're going to show you how to do a tabletop arrangement that's going to be all the way around on your table, or on a buffet, or on a snack bar, maybe on an entryway, but something pretty. This can be used as a gift. It can be used as something for yourself. And keep in mind, we're going to use springtime, but you can do anything you want in it. With this here, again, I have used my duct tape first. Real important on this container, because this is a slick glass. So you're going to cut you a piece about this long in the bottom, crisscross it because it's bigger, and you're going to use a little bit bigger foam. Put that down first. Make that really smooth. Add your hot glue, so the hot glue is basically melting through the duct tape. Add your Sahara foam. The Sahara foam is mushy and it takes a little bit longer to dry, and I've stacked my pieces. So there's one on the bottom and then I stacked another one on top. I've added a little bit of airy Spanish moss to cover the pieces. Then I went ahead and add a little bit of spring greenery. I've used the Boston green and the spring ming and a little bit of the filler greens. We're going to go back. I'm going to touch up with a little bit of ivy. Then I'm going to take, adding just like a little variety. And when you're using something like this, keep in mind you can use these for table centerpieces for weddings. You know, these are techniques I'm showing you here. So in the techniques, keep in mind whatever you're going to be doing, you can use these. I'm going to take and add a little bit of my ivy on the front. This one is a variegated ivy. This one's really pretty, you see out in your spring gardens. I'm going to go back with the accent, and I've cut everything off with the wire cutters that has a spring in it. So when you're using things like this and when you're cutting them, make sure you put the piece all the way to the bottom and cut it, because when you go to do that, and it snips right off. If you put it in the tips, you're really struggling with it. So do that. That's a good idea for you. All right, I've got two pieces, the larkspur. I'm going to go with the height, one high and one low. That's going to give you, one came off. Let's put that back on. A lot of times with your flowers, there is two different pieces, and you can take and add, I must have touched that a while ago when I pulled it off. There we go. And these all can be put right back on. Some of your better quality flowers are like that, where you can take and put them right back on there. If they come off, just snip the whole piece off if you can't get it back on there, and tuck it in there. All right, we're going to find a little piece. So how many here is ready for spring? I know you're probably sitting there with 3 below weather, you're using your fireplace, and you're looking around your house and thinking, oh, it's so dull from Christmas. So what you're going to do is you're going to take what I'm going to do. It won't stay, so I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue. That's why it came off. The little plastic piece wasn't not on there, and it was split. So we're going to put a little bit of hot glue. There you go. You won't have to worry about it. Sometimes you just have to do that. It's broke. So you're looking around your house and you're thinking, I definitely need something to brighten this house up. So here we go. This is what we're doing today. We're using bright yellow daffodils. What else brightens up your house but yellow? Yellow's a good one. Now, if yellow doesn't go well in your house, this is where you can get by with yellow in your house, by using it in spring mix. And when you also do this and you take and add the spring mix, it makes it pop, especially with purples. Now remember, I'm making this all the way around, so you want it to look good all the way around. And I've used the shorter pieces to make the edges. And when you look at it, you want to make sure when you put your flowers out in your greenery that you don't have your moss and your foam showing. So that's kind of an idea here. See how short I've got this? On this container, that's a lot of people do. They leave their stems way too long, so your flowers are sticking way out of proportion. So don't be afraid to cut them off. You can always pick them out, but try them first in your foam. And I've laid this one right down on the edge of the piece, and that's where it's going to stay. Okay, all the way around. You want it to look good all the way around. I want to make sure this one's one of the tall ones, so when I cut it off the bush, I left this stem on there. So when you go to do that, don't cut them all off at once, because you might need some height. So snip them as you need them. All right, we're going to take, that's going to be the tall middle piece, okay? Now, you've got some spaces between here and here. This is where you're going to be filling in. So what I do, I started off with my greens. I started off with my height to see about what I'm going to do. Then I started with my bigger flowers. These are about the biggest flowers I'm using. These are different size flowers. These are little mini hydrangeas. Okay, I've got the highs and the lows. I'm going to start filling in back here and turn it around as you see it. Now, remember, I have all the different videos out that you can see, so make sure you stop in and look at all my different videos on Creations by Susan K. And I also have all my pieces for sale on Etsy, so you're going to want to go on there and look. So if you'd like to have a Susan original, make sure you go on there, because that's basically what it is, an original piece. I don't do a whole lot of the same thing twice. It will be similar, but I try to make it something exclusive just for you. Okay, with this one here, we're about to get it filled in. And of course, you're going to have trial and error when you're using it. You're going to look and see, you know, you're not as secure doing it as I am, because I've been doing it for 40 years. And I've made several things over and over and over. And then once I make it, I say, okay, next time I'm going to do this or do that. But basically, why mine gets to look so different all the time, it's because of the flowers, the different type pieces. Now, this is the bright pink. This is why I bought this bright pink. So this is going to accent the container, because you think, okay, why am I using pink with all these colors? This is why I'm doing it. I want something to match in and bring out the color. And spring, you can get by with just about any color you want. Okay, we're going to turn this one around. And make sure that you like and share and subscribe to my pages. That way when other people can see it, and then when they see it, you can all share your ideas together and compare of what you'd like to make. Sometimes you get into groups, and it's a whole lot more fun doing your flower arrangements together. You know, you sit down with a girlfriend, you each got different ideas, you got somebody to ask the opinion of, and that kind of gives you a nice idea. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit around here. Now, here in the front where I've made this kind of stick out, the reason I did that one is I've got a cute little bunny. This little bunny here is a straw bunny. You can take it off of here and you can glue it onto something on a tabletop or fix it. Or this one here, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to make him a little secure on the wire bunny. This can be turned into Easter, but bunnies are all year long. I'm going to leave him upside down just a minute. Let him dry. That's why sometimes I will use pieces and things in mine so I can use it longer instead of designating it just fire. But look at that cute little bunny face in there. Isn't that cute? Now there's also really cute little carrot picks too. So if you want to, you like a lot of different things in yours, you can go ahead and like accent the carrots around it and use the carrots in it. You can take and put your different ribbons. And speaking of ribbons, I want to show you real quick, as a little bonus today, I found some really pretty ribbon. This is between a light peach color. It's very popular peaches right now. Peach, apricot. This is kind of between a pink and a peach. It's got a little bit of glitter to it. It's wire ribbon. And I'm going to make a bow for you. This is a bow that you can use on a package, on a wreath, on your mailbox, on a lamppost. It's a weatherproof ribbon. Okay, I'm going to start off. I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm going to take the ribbon and curl it all the way up, and I'm going to totally pinch it together. Now, with it being thick and being with the wire on each side, it's going to stand out really well. This is the same on both sides, so you're going to go underneath, and I'm going to make my loops a little bit smaller this time because I want my bow to be more contained to the middle. Then I'm going to take looping the top. So remember, you've got the bottom and the top and the center. I'm going to go back, showing you, there's where I'm holding on to it. Then I'm going to take looping one more, looping one more. Okay, I'm going to stop and show you again the bow. Okay, this is the front of the bow, this is the center of the bow, and your left and right. I will fix my loops when I get all finished with them. Now I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to go back. I'm going to pull this one out a little bit further. Sometimes I make these smaller and these a little bit larger. And I look at my bow to see where the loops are going to be. This in here, I want it to be down here. So you can kind of get an idea. Here's the back where I'm hanging onto the back. I never let go of the center. I held on first so you can see. And my thumb is in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to go out and make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. And I'm looking to see real quick. Yeah, if I just got a little bit of ribbon left, I'm going to go ahead and finish it off and do my tails. If I've got a lot more, I got enough to make 2 bows, or I can make this one large bow. You know, if you're using something in an entryway for a wedding and you want big bows hanging down on each side of a door or on the back of the wedding bride and groom chair, whatever, then you just keep going, make your bows bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's what I'm doing here. Okay, we're going to take and stop. We're going to cut this one off. Where I've cut it off, I leave a little bit extra so you can see. You don't want that to slip out. Now I'm going to add my tails to it. I'm going to measure it off about how long I want my tail. I'm cutting this. Okay, so you can see I've got the top and the bottom. And with this here, this is the back. I'm using a pipe cleaner that's close to the color. You're not even going to see it. I'm going underneath the center where I started. Under my thumb, I'm going to put the pipe cleaner under my thumb. I'm going to pull this back, twist it a couple times, and this is how you make your bow. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and I thank you very much for stopping in and watching Creations by Susan. Have a good day.